8,172,581, 8,172,582, 8,100,000. Oh, hi there. Could you remember that number for me for a minute? Awesome, thank you. I've got another lesson for you, and it's all on time units. But first, how old would you say you are? Maybe you're 9 years old, maybe you'd say 10 years old, maybe 11 years old, maybe you're 10 and a half. Usually you measure how old you are in terms of how many years you've been alive. But when you were very little, your mom or your dad might have described your age in terms of the number of months. Or when you were very little, they might have said you were 2 days old. Or when you were very, very little, they might have said you were 2 hours old. Hours, days, months, years, these are all different units of time describing different lengths of time. And when we describe something that's very short in time, we usually use smaller units. And when we describe something much longer in time, like how old you are, we usually use longer units like years. So today we're going to be talking about how do you how do you convert from one unit of time to another. And we're going to be learning 6 identities, 6 conversions between one unit of time to another. We'll learn about converting from seconds to minutes, from minutes to hours, from hours to days, days to weeks, months to years, and lastly we'll do days to years. Now I thought it'd be fun to draw out the conversion and to show how many of one unit is equal to how many of another. Let's try it out. First, we'll be converting from seconds to minutes. Okay, you might know this one already. 60 seconds is equal to 1 minute. Now let's try drawing that out. To draw it out, I'm going to be using a line to represent 1 second, and I'll be drawing 60 of those and showing how it equals to 1 minute. Now 60 is a lot, so be patient with me, but I'm going to do my best to be fast. You ready? Here we go. Okay, we got it. 60 seconds is equal to 1 minute. All right, got it? Next one. How many minutes is equal to 1 hour? Again, the answer is 60. 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. Let's try drawing this one out. Ready? Let's go. Got it. 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. Let's try the next one. How many hours are in a day? The answer here is 24. 24 hours is equal to 1 day. Okay, this one should be a little easier. Let's draw it out. Are you okay? I'm really sorry about that. You still with me? 24 hours equal to 1 day. Got it? Good. Next one. Let's do days to weeks. How many days in a week? We've got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 7 days in a week. Let's do that one. Got another color right here. This one should be simple. Okay. Next one, how many months in a year? Well, the answer here is 12. 12 months is equal to 1 year. I'll need that one in a minute. Let's draw this one out. "12 months is equal to 1 year. Very good. Last one. How many days is equal to 1 year? Well, in a typical year, the answer is 365. Let's write that out. "365 days is equal to 1 year. Let's try to draw that out. 365. I'm going to need more whiteboard. Okay. Wish me luck. Here we go. We did it. 365 days is 1 year. It's a lot of days. So those are your 6 conversions. 60 seconds is a minute, 60 minutes is an hour, 24 hours in a day, 7 days in a week, 12 months in a year, and 365 days in a year. Let's do an example. Let's try converting days to hours. How many hours is equal to 1 day? Well, we already did that one here. 24 hours is 1 day, so that's pretty simple. It's just 24 hours. How many hours makes 2 days? Well, 2 days is equal to 24 hours plus 24 hours. And 24 plus 24 is 48. So this is equal to 48 hours. So what goes here is 48. Okay? Let's skip a few here. And let's do 5. 5 days. How many hours is 5 days? Well, 5 days would be 24 hours plus 24 hours plus 24 hours plus 24 hours plus 24 hours. So 5 times 24 hours. So it'd be 24 hours times 5. So we just take 24 times 5. So here we do 4 times 5 is 20. So the 0 goes here and we carry the 2. And 2 times 5 is 10, plus the 2 that we carried over makes 12. So this is 120. 120 hours is 5 days. Okay, and that's how you do a simple conversion for 5 days, you do 24 times 5, you get 120 total hours. Let's try adding some times together. Let's add 1 hour and 22 minutes plus 3 hours and 53 minutes plus 5 hours and 40 minutes and see how much time that makes total. To do this, we add the hours and the minutes separately first, and then after that we can do a conversion. Let's start with the minutes. So we're adding 22 plus 53 plus 40. And to do that kind of addition problem, we start with the units here. We add 2 plus 3 plus 0, that makes 5. And then we do the tens, 2 plus 5 plus 4. 2 and 5 is 7, plus 4 more is 11. So in total, we have 115 minutes. Now let's add up the hours. 1 plus 3 plus 5 makes 9 hours. So we have 9 hours and 115 minutes. But 115 minutes is more than 1 hour, so we should convert as much as we can to the bigger unit. So how many minutes make 1 hour? Well, we can look at our conversion chart here. 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. So let's take 60 off of the minutes here and turn it into an hour. Okay, if I'm going to take 60 away from 115, okay, if you don't know how to do that in your head, you can always write it out. 115 minus 60. Okay, again, we start with units. 5 minus 0 is 5. And then we do the tens. 1 minus 6. Well, 1 is smaller than 6. You can't take 6 out of 1. And so we have to borrow from the hundreds. So we take 1 away from the hundreds, and we add 10 to the tens unit. So this now becomes an 11, and this becomes a 0. And the 11 here, now we can take 6 away. So 11 minus 6 is going to be 5. And we have 0 hundreds left over, so our answer is 55. So if we take 60 away from here, we end up with 55 minutes left. And we converted that 60 into an hour. We converted those 60 minutes into an hour, so we have to add 1 hour here. We had 9, now we have 10. "55 minutes is smaller than 60. It's less than a full hour, so we're not going to do any more conversion. Okay, we converted the 60 minutes up to an hour, and we now have 10 hours and 55 minutes. And that's our final answer. Okay, now it's your turn to do some time unit conversion on your own worksheet, and I need to get back to counting my numbers. Do you remember what number I left off with? Oh, bother. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4,